Hey everyone, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. This is Silver Hyena, and what I have going for today's video is a request from one of my lovely commenters and viewers asking about all the colored pencils that I've basically used throughout several of my videos. And I have used a ton of different colored pencils. And now then, I have been meaning to do a compilation of testing out various watercolors, but because a various compilation of testing out all of my various colored pencils has just been specifically requested, well, they just jumped to the front of the line, and here we are. Anyways, just to give you an idea of how many different brands of colored pencils I have, let's just go ahead and cut to that. Okay, so I have everything from Cra-Z-Art to CaranD'ache and everything in between. So yeah, I've got a lot of colored pencils to go through and compare side by side. Perhaps we should get to that, but first, I would like to mention something because there are two brands of colored pencils here that, even though I pulled them out, I have not actually used on the channel yet, but since I have them, I wanna share them in this little compilation here. Let me set these ones down. First up, I have shown these in one of my really old early videos. These are the LeisureArts colored pencils, which are absolutely dreadful. I mean, like, these things make Cra-Z-Art look like CaranD'ache. Although, I guess we'll put that theory to the test in just a little bit. These things were, oh, they are horrible. Which is why you'd probably enjoy watching me make an art piece with them, because they are so terrible. The other one that I have no idea how well these are going to work or not are these Prang colored pencils. Yeah, I mean, there's only 12 of them. So, and like, I've had them for a while. They've just been sitting there buried. And so I decided, why not? Now then, these are just like regular colored pencils, even though there's nothing regular about Faber-Castell Polychromos or the CaranD'ache. Like, they're not. Anyways, like, basically I'm not using like metallic or watercolor or any of those gimmick colored pencils, even though, like, I love like those tri-colored colored pencils, the colored pencils that have 3 different colors in them. I'm not using those. These are just like colored pencils. However, I might need to do a video later doing like the other fancy pants colored pencils. But for now, let's just stick with what we have, because I think that this video is going to be long enough. So yeah, let's just get to that. Okay, so I might have miscalculated about exactly how many different kinds of colored pencils I had and how many spots on the chart I would need, but forgive me please, I'm an artist. I'm not a chartist. Anyways, we're gonna start with these very bland and boring LeisureArts colored pencils. I mean, as you can see, there's like nothing on the barrel, okay? Like, and that's kind of what they are, a big nothing, but I've got them, so I need to do something with them. I mean, I'm pressing kind of hard, harder than you really should with colored pencils, but I mean, like, just look at that non-existent vibrancy. Sorry about the bouncy camera. Okay, let's try it this way. Yeah, like, these colored pencils, I've done a few kind of sketch type things with them. I don't even remember why I originally got them, but I did. I remember that it was like $10 for like 80 of them. I mean, I guess as far as a swatch goes, that's not too bad, and if I remember, I'll have some pictures pop up of some artwork that I've actually done with them. So yeah, there we go with LeisureArts. It's like I'm trying not to pull out too many at a time, just because I don't want to get them all mixed up in case they're like this. Next up is Cra-Z-Art, and at least Cra-Z-Art, they've got like the color name, and they've got Cra-Z-Art. You can tell which one it is. This other one is Crayola. I'm trying to use as close, like similar colors, just so that things don't get all mixed up. And already you can see the difference. Like this one, like it's a good, nice, dull moss green, as good as it can get. But already even Cra-Z-Art, which Cra-Z-Art doesn't exactly have the best reputation among art supplies, you can see just how much better the coverage is. And this is Cra-Z-Art. Wait until I get to the Polychromos. Okay, so already a huge difference. Now let's go with Crayola. And I think that the Crayola, it's actually got a good... It's got the nice neutralness of this LeisureArts and the brightness of the Cra-Z-Art. Like, it actually looks really good, all things considered. Okay, yeah, so it's like already you can see some clear differences here, but I'm gonna start speeding things up because otherwise we will be sitting here all day. But I will definitely tell you my thoughts on each and every one of these brands, and since I've got a bunch of these extra spots that I didn't really need, I'll probably do some other blend tests and even try like cross-blending different brands and see, like, you know what I mean, like, will a Crayola blend with CaranD'ache? Well, we can find that out. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up with these swatches, and what I'm doing is I'm just going with green because green is one of the most common colors, and like, say I've got a 50 pack of Crayola, but like the Prang, you've only got 12. So I'm trying to use like the most basic generic colors to do a comparison. I hope that makes sense because I'm doing this whole thing completely unscripted, you know, like a professional.
Okay, Crayola signature. Sad thing is, the regular Crayola pencils are comparable. I just remember fighting with broken leads with these. However, I do like the tins that they came in. And the Crayola artist pencils. It seemed to me like they were just the Crayola signature pencils that came in a different package. Still struggled with broken leads. Big Kids. Those were the colored pencils that surprised me. They're similar to the Prismacolor Verithin, actually, but much less expensive. Usually I find these on the shelves around back to school season. Prang, the forgotten colored pencils. Well, they certainly don't look half bad. Somewhere between Cra-Z-Art and CaranD'ache. Ah, here's the Verithins by Prismacolor. I don't really use them all that much. Perhaps it's time to give them their own video to see if they shine. Or flop. Which way are you betting? Prismacolor Premier, my first love. When I first used these, I thought they were the height of luxury. Now I know better. Arteza. Recently, I've revisited these and found that they weren't as bad as I thought they were. In fact, I've actually really enjoyed using them. I think that first set I got was just a rotten egg. Faber-Castell Goldfaber. Price-wise and performance-wise, I'd say that these are a great alternative to Prismacolor colored pencils. Of course, Faber-Castell Polychromos is... oh, they are fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. I can't say enough nice things about them. Excellent color and great coverage. Derwent Lightfast, one of the newcomers to my list. I may not have many, but the set I have has been wonderful. And does CaranD'ache really need any introduction? The name alone implies luxury. And oh boy, do the CaranD'ache Luminance deliver. Did I say it right that time?
Okay, so here we are. You got everything from the bottom of the barrel all the way to super fancy, even though I know that the Derwent one, it doesn't quite match all the others, but that was like the only green on the Derwent Lightfast that I had, so, you know, you work with what you got. But I really do love how all of these came out. I mean, like, even like the cheapo LeisureArts, it actually looks pretty good, but you can really see the difference in quality between these different colored pencils. I kind of went in order of bottom of the barrel to fanciest of the fancy. I mean, like, oh yeah, it probably helps if I point the camera where I'm pointing. Like these three, these ones, I call them the Holy Trinity. Just because I'm like, I can't decide which one I like the best out of them, because they have qualities that I like. I love all three. I love all three, so. And then, like, there's, like, some of the more mid-tier ones. Like, I mean, like, that Prang, I didn't know what to expect with that, which was why I kind of put it in between mid-tier and the more meh ones. But that Prang came out really good. Somehow the Prismacolor Verithins, that what turned out way better than I remembered. And Prismacolor Premier, oh my gosh, I have such a love-hate relationship with those. And, of course, Arteza, which probably was one of my most mixed-reviewed videos I've ever done. Yeah, I mean, like, it's like, here it came out pretty good, but, and, like, recently I did revisit Arteza and found that their colored pencils are, they're like, price point-wise, they're pretty good. But, of course, I mean, like, I think that overall Faber-Castell Polychromos is my favorite. But since I've got all of these extra spaces, and I feel very silly for that, but I'm thinking I want to do some blend tests. Like, you know, get all scientific and all that. Just because, like, you know, I want to see, like, mix Cra-Z-Art with CaranD'ache. See if they blend together. Like, you know, why not? I've still got time. gotta say that I think that for all things considered, that Cra-Z-Art is not too bad. But it's like the LeisureArts, you can tell it's struggling a bit to be pigmented. Sometimes I think it forgets what kind of art supply it is. But then, like, these blends testing the CaranD'ache with Cra-Z-Art, and then the Polychromos with the Crayola, that one turned out really good, all things considered. I mean, like, the Cra-Z-Art and CaranD'ache, I mean, like, you can tell that the Cra-Z-Art, it was trying. It was definitely trying. But, like, the Crayola, I mean, like, Crayola knocked it out. And then, of course, I did high-end with high-end, and kind of mid-tier with mid-tier, and I think they came out really good. I mean, like, especially the Derwent and the CaranD'ache, but of course, I mean, like, that's... it's kind of like... I mean, like, there's... like, it's kind of an unfair comparison, comparing, like, these two high-end brands to, say, yeah, that. So, yeah, I mean, like, this was really fun and interesting to do, and it's nice having all of these available on one page, just because it gives me a scope of what all I'm looking at. So it's like, I think that this has helped me as much as it's helped all of you. Alrighty, well, as you can see, my highly advanced storage system. I mean, like, you know, you do what you gotta do when you have a desk the size of a shoebox to work with. So there's that, and I like just pulling out all, okay, actually technically not even all of my colored pencils, just kind of pulling out the ones I needed. And yes, I needed all of those sets of colored pencils. I mean, like, and there are some brands that I don't even have yet. Like, I don't have any of the LeisureArts. No. Ugh. Not LeisureArts. I did show the LeisureArts. I don't have Artist Loft. That's what I was thinking of, the Michael Store brand. I don't have any Artist Loft, and I don't have any of the Hobby Lobby Masters or Fine Touch colored pencil sets. Like, I've got Masters Touch, or no, Fine Touch watercolor pencils, but not like the regular colored pencils. But that's beside the point. Like, I mean, like, there's still other brands. Like, there's like a plethora of colored pencils out there. This is just a small handful of what I just happen to have on hand. However, I really hope that this gives you a basic idea, and also say if you've only got like a 12 pack of some very, very nice, precious kind of colored pencils, such as Derwent Lightfast, CaranD'ache, or Faber-Castell Polychromos, they can be used in conjunction even with like Cra-Z-Art or Crayola, which it's like those, you go to your local Wally World or Target, boom, they're right there, easy accessibility. So, I mean, like, Cra-Z-Art and Crayola, they definitely have their place, and you can do amazing things with them. But then there's things like the light fastness of CaranD'ache and Polychromos, and of course, I mean, like Derwent, they're so proud of being light fast, it's in the name. So, I mean, yeah, so I really, really hope that this, like, I know it's kind of a long video and there's no exciting artwork, but I just really hope that just having this list and just kind of really seeing differences side by side, I hope it helps you out. Like, I know it's probably, okay, there's no probably about it. It's helping me out just because it really gives me a base idea. So, with all of that being said, and there goes my chair making noises, I might have to retire this chair soon. I love it, but it's been even noisier than usual. I mean, but of course you didn't watch all of these swatches and blending and stuff just to hear me go on about my chair. At least I don't think you did. I mean, like, comment below if you did. Anyways, I certainly hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you enjoyed seeing this kind of big compilation of a certain art supply that I just happen to have a lot of, let me know. Like I said, I wanted to do this sort of thing with some watercolors. I've also got a plethora of markers, both water-based and alcohol-based. So if that's of interest to you, post below. And yeah, with all that being said, this is Silver Hyena signing off. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!
Wait! I almost forgot. These are the Blackwood colored pencils that I picked up from Ross. Yeah, kind of gimmicky in the looks department, but they're really just regular colored pencils that are going through an emo phase. Okay, now that I have included these, we can safely end this video. Bye!